How's it going, everyone? Unretired here, and today we will be doing the overview for Arcanist. Now, this is the second video in our discussion in regards to class builds versus hybrid builds. Arcanist, after Occultist, is the least played of my characters. Before you could make hybrid builds, Arcanist, it was really strong. I mean, just loved using Throzan's Sky Shard and the Alexra's Flash Freeze. Together it was just so amazing. The cooldowns on them are really good. Cold damage and Frostburn damage is very, very good as well. Now, in itself now, level 85 with ultimate difficulty, I mean, I can just go outside and give you an example. It does not last very long. I don't have any components nor masteries on, but to be quite honest, it won't really make that much of a difference being hit. So let's say I don't do anything. Let's say I just go towards the mobs and I get hit. So I'm a talent set. Look at that. So a couple of hits. I mean. And I do have some good gear on, so that's probably why I didn't die. But bad example. So we just go here, bam, 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 bam. There you go. Matter of 2 seconds. Just died so quickly. But if I had a hybrid, let's say I chose Soldier as a second class. Or Shaman, or even Demolitionist, we'd be seeing a character that's much tankier per se. There's more survivability to it. Now, damage-wise, it's not too bad. I mean, I can do this, still attack. I can add this. I can still use my Maven Sphere of Protection. Let's go outside here, and we'll just give you a quick example. If I do start attacking and whatnot, you'll have to be really have to be running around all the time. And you can constantly freeze them. If you went for an Aether build, which I'm not very fond of, to be quite honest. I don't know, it's something about Arcane, and it just seems so easy, although it does seem quite easy the way I'm doing it now, but I can just attack too as well. See, it's not too bad, but if we're speaking about mobs that really penetrate, like if we melee mobs, we'll die quite quickly, especially in the higher acts, where mobs are so much more stronger. There's just absolutely no chance a Arcanist would survive, even with all the devotions that have gone on. Let's just die here. Alright. What I do like about the class itself, it has really good skills, and the synergy of having Arcanist with another class is very good, especially if let's say Arcanist plus Demolitionist makes for very good class combination. Arcanist and Soldier, we can make a tanky, a Tempest Mage. Let's just say a Tempest Mage. You can put Arcanist with Nightblade. Nightblade, since it does cold damage and pierce damage, you can actually use your Star Pact to very big advantages there with Alexra's Flash Freeze. Plus we have our Iskandra's Elemental Exchange, plus a lot of points into Elemental Balance. Now, if you can have Arcanist plus Warlock, it'll still be quite squishy per se, but the amount of burst damage and sustainable damage that you do with both classes together make it quite viable in the long run. Although you still have to be moving around all the time, right? For gear, as you can see, I have some pretty good gear. I have the Agrovix Malice here. I have a Phantom Thread Girdle, Badge of Mastery, Footpads of Great Magi, Aether Reach, Iskandra's Pauldrons. I have the whole set. So the set itself really makes the class a bit more viable. But if you didn't really have good gear and you wanted to level to 85, I would totally discourage you from doing it. Seeing as the gear itself has really good stats, adds really good plus skills as well. You can Iskandra's Text. I have the Iskandra's Focus and Prism. I put 2 Life Giver Signets as well. As you can see, even with that on, we're still at 4,813. Even with devotions and putting components and augments, you'll still not even be cracking that 6,000 HP mark. As for resistances, as you can see, even with everything on, elemental resistances are really not that bad, but that is because of the gear. As you can see here, let's say, where's that element plus elemental? Every time I want to show it, so it's let's see this one, Arcane Harmony Leggings plus 17% elemental resistance. This one 16%. Then we're talking about 19% again, 23%, plus I have the Badge of Mastery, so 31% elemental resistances. And like I said, if you're leveling just this class, you'll really need good gear. And I would focus more on cold, which will just stop them in their tracks with Throws and Sky Sharp, but you can only hold them back for so long until you just die really quickly. That's about it. I mean, it's I like Arcanist, but I do feel that it's really lackluster without another class. I really have to admit it. Obviously, for me, my favorite combination would be Nightblade. For others, would be Demolitionist to make a Sorcerer. The Sorcerer build is actually extremely powerful if we're talking about magic use. In itself, from my experience, that is, but I still prefer Nightblade and Arcanist, mostly because I'm more of a melee type player. I love just going in and just smacking around. I don't use these kind of magics very often, to say the least anyways. But if it is combined with another class, I find it very good. I'm looking for your opinion, guys. What do you think? In your opinion, do you think this would be viable? Even though I'm saying no, what do you think? And what kind of devotions would you put? Maybe to make it more survival, to up their survivability. We'll say. I mean, you can put lots of skills and you can put lots of points into defensive, but it's not going to make a huge difference. Elemental resistances obviously would be a must. I guess it would be putting it more into control points, to control mobs, like I was saying, especially with the freezing aspect, so we can create more and more damage to those mobs while they're not moving, right? So you can just continue on like this. Man, obviously it's not gonna work out too much in the long run, but whatever. So that's it for the overview, guys. Arcanist, in a nutshell, very good class. By itself, a level 85 ultimate with everything in it, not so much. As a hybrid class build, definitely a must if you're going for magic or a mixture of melee and magical attack. So that's about it, guys. Give me your opinions in the comments section, and again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.